that was perfect.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Friend is here. Y'all,
Because you have to understand that self-defense is a serious business. We do carry forces, defense forces. Make a difference.
one of the tactics that would increase or decrease
In the two-way community.
All right, y'all introduce yourself.
Let's go. Kid, give him 100.
Johnny K.
You already know what it is.
I saw that, and I've done my share.
I'm about to put yours up here too.
Wow, look at this. My comment is,
I won.
hey, you'll be back. Hey.
But no, so Marquise Moreno PC.
The stream is struggling already. Oh, crap, man. Oh, what's going on, y'all? Is the stream struggling? Oh, shit. What can you do? All right, I'm going to change a venue. So that's what happens when you're using this and the stream is struggling. And now it's coming back on. It's going to do that for a minute, I guess, right? How are you guys doing? This is Instructor Mike and friends. They'll be on just a little bit later or not. Who knows? Because they got other things. I know John is tired, stuff like that. You say it's struggling. Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? What can you do? You said I'm up. I guess. What's going on, you all? What's up? All right, so what are your did I see the video that you sent me on Facebook? No, let me look at that now. Did you send me? When did you send it to me? Send it to me again. Are you talking about those kids? I don't see it. I'm looking. I don't see it. But what's going on? Yeah. I don't see it. You said the Will Smith. Yeah, that's what. Oh, what's up, John?
What's going on?
What's up, man? You said the Will Smith, Jada, Chris Rocket, and Jada Pinkett reality show show me that you must protect yourself at all times and be ready for confrontation. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that for a little bit. Know the video of the lady who was fighting and tried to pistol whip the other lady and shot her in the head live on live TV. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. This rain, oh my God, this rain sucks, man.
Done with this rain.
I've been dragging ass for real. It's like I had a bunch of energy, and then I sat there. You just hit it again. All right, I see it right here. Oh man, it's like that rain killed me, bro. What's up, Calvin? What's up, Patah? You said words matter. Yeah, I was gonna hopefully Marquise will come on a little bit later. I don't think I sent the invite to anybody else. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this whole situation. And I've done a lot of lives on this situation. So I don't know if more lives, but I know we as a panel, we haven't talked about it, right? And so this is going to be interesting to see people's take on this because I think people who follow me already know what my take on it specifically is. But what are your thoughts about it? And then I'll try to get some more people in it. And definitely you all, if you know what, this is what we can do tonight. If you want to come in, I'll drop the link. That's what's gonna be cool too. I'll get you guys involved. If you want to come in, I'll drop the link for you to participate.
You come
'Cause
in acting like a knucklehead, though. You getting sent out as fast as a bullet flies.
you said what? Oh hell yeah! If you come in here on some boy, no. If you come in here on some BS, we will eject you. We will. So
At
make sure
2,800 feet per second.
I'm telling you.
Boom!
So we dropped the link, and I'm gonna go on ahead and try to pin it in Facebook and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to come on and provide your opinion. Sorry about that. Provide your opinion on the matter if you want to come in, and that could be from YouTube. It could be from Facebook. If you want to come in, and I want a well, no, I don't mind debates. I don't mind debates. I don't mind
Oh, no.
stuff.
No one minds debates.
No, it's just yeah, you get what I'm saying. He said NRA, no ruckus allowed. Yeah, like okay, I just put the comment right there, trying to see if I can pin it to the top. No, I tried. Can you guys? Okay, you can tap on it. Okay, I just made sure you could tap on it. Yeah, come on in if you want to talk about what happened. We're talking about the Chris Rock, Will Smith, and Jada Pinkett Smith issue that happened. And what are your thoughts and opinions? What are some lessons that could be learned from this? Right? You said debate is healthy. Yeah, debate is very healthy. And what are some lessons that could be learned from this? Okay, trying to pin this to the top. Yeah, there it is. Pin. Good. All right, it's pinned to the top. So that you're more than welcome. You said you'll tap in. Yeah, come on, tap in, tap in. You know, for you ladies that want to tap in, get your edges on fleek. I'm just fucking with you. Right. But just tap in. Let's participate in the conversation.
Where you
Uh
at, Mike?
huh?
Where you at?
I'm at an undisclosed location.
Say, because
Yeah,
you ain't where you normally at.
I'm not where I'm normally at. I am in transition. Yes, I'm definitely in transition. You said I just read they asked Will to leave right after the incident. They did ask him to leave right
Mm-hmm.
after the incident, and he refused. Yeah, that's bullshit. I did not know that. I thought that they uh, didn't ask him to leave. They just let him just stay. Yeah, I think that's bullshit. Yeah, yeah, I think that's bullshit. What are your thoughts on it? If you had any?
I mean, across the board is bullshit. You know what I mean? And that's wholeheartedly. I mean, again, Will was dead laughing until he looked at Jada's face. And now all of a sudden you're gonna buck up and defend your wife. You know what I mean, and everything else. And I'm all about defending your wife at different points, but I mean, again, there's context with everything. Just earlier on, I forget who it was, but someone else had made a similar joke about someone, you know what I mean, in the Oscars. And again, no one's necessarily getting butthurt over it. I don't believe in my whole heart that Chris Rock meant anything detrimental by his joke. You know what I mean? It was just, he's a comedian. How many times have anyone been to a comedy show and you get picked out of the crowd? You know what I mean? And the comedian roasts you for a minute or two. It's a part of the show. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
People
Mm-hmm.
are too sensitive nowadays. Genuinely, way too sensitive.
Yeah, yeah,
Way too sensitive.
yeah. Do me a
I just
favor.
don't get it.
Tag some people in this. Share the broadcast if you will. Tag some people in this. I put the link up there if you want to come in. To have that conversation. I'm definitely seeing what you all are saying in the comments. Uh, Let me see. You said he was roasting him, nothing more. I agree with you, Stephen.
And I can
Uh,
agree with Kathleen J. You know what I mean? I think there's always some type of agenda behind different large things like this, because more than likely they weren't getting, Oscars probably weren't getting the ratings that they were. In fact, I don't think most of the awards or any of the award shows were getting the ratings that they wanted. So I can actually agree with you on that one, Kathleen. There's always something going on in the background that they want to draw our attention to, so that way we don't know about something. People agree what it is. Yep.
he pulled that with someone he knew he
Oh,
could get away with
absolutely.
it
Oh,
from.
absolutely. Because if it would
He
have been The
slapped.
Rock, Mike Tyson, LL,
Yeah.
again, any of those, he wouldn't have
You re-
even made it to him. You know
you
what I
remember
mean?
you remember in the longest yard where Chris Rock was a half a star?
Yep.
Yeah, he pulled it with a half a star. Because had he
Yep.
pulled it with somebody who uh yeah, had he pulled it with somebody who, bro, it wouldn't even it would have went down differently. It would have went down differently.
Yep.
And I know we kind of some people are still asking the question, not only of just me, but a lot of people. They're saying, "Why are we still talking about it?" They're sick of hearing about it. Why are we still talking about it over and over again? That's what's keeping it alive. Is the issue of mental health, the issue of men's mental health needs to be discussed. The issues of what causes a person to break, because this situation is definitely relevant. If you think, and I got a concealed carry class this weekend, it's gonna be packed. If you think we are not gonna talk about this shit, you are a fool, right? I'm saying you're a fool, but you get it. We are definitely going to talk about this because there are a lot of Will Smiths out there. Will Smiths, those people who are professionally sound and have their stuff together in the professional space.
Mm-hmm.
But then in the personal space, they're mentally all over the place. And like I said before, who you are professionally is not the same thing as who you are personally. The very same things that make you good for the job is not the same thing that makes you good for home. And you hear people say that when I hear parents brag on their kids. It's just the funniest thing. Oh my God, my kid's doing a great job, she or he, whomever. you know yeah, what a yeah, we can go there, Cisco. Oh my God, my kids doing a great job. They've been making straight A's since pre-K. They've been doing a great job. Oh man, they're on the National Honor Society. They're on this, they're on that. My son, I raised a successful son. You already know I'm going. I raised a successful son. He's got his PhD. He's a lawyer. He's got his own house. He's got his own place. Here we go. He's got a wife. They got kids. They're doing great. I'm like, no, they're not. That does not mean they're doing great. See,
No,
those
because
those
today
are
measures. I would say today's society measures everything on material possessions. You know what I mean? And status. That's
keeping
it.
count and score. Yep, keeping score. Right.
Oh,
Who's got
he had his house by the time he was 25. You know what I mean? You're 32.
yeah,
Why haven't you bought a house yet? Who
yes,
cares?
yes. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better. And it's like, yeah, okay. Have you ever thought that the acquisition of women and children are comfort blankets?
Oh,
Have you
absolutely.
ever right? Have you ever thought that the acquisition or the desire to get degrees and stay busy in education is to keep one's mind off of the internal traumas that they have, because an idle mind is a dangerous space? Have
Same
you
thing
ever
with idle
thought
hands.
yeah. Have you ever thought that excessive working or being a workaholic is also a contributing factor to those things that people try to run away from, those traumas?
Oh,
So,
hell yeah.
yeah, tell me more about his accolades.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me more about his college report card and work, accolades and awards and performance ratings, or tell me about his report card at Life Homeschool. Tell me about that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I taught. Tell me about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
I
you,
lived that, dude. I
yeah,
lived it. You know what I
mhm,
mean? When my wife passed away in 2010, I buried myself in work for about 4 years straight.
yeah,
Buried myself in work. Not even gonna lie,
yeah, yeah. And it's
because I
like,
was coping with that and everything else underneath the sun.
and then you don't have a community you can talk to who won't be. It's like you. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
glad we're having this conversation because you'll have people who will say, "Go get therapy,"
Mm-hmm.
but then when you go get therapy, the therapist, and this is not every therapist, right? But you don't know who you're getting,
It's
right?
true.
It's just like when you are cut and you're in trauma, you're going to go to the first person you believe has the first aid kit. And so all the while you're following them thinking they're helping you because they said, come with me. All the while, 5 minutes, 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, 15 sessions, 20 sessions later, now you're still bleeding and they didn't help,
Mm-hmm. Oh
you
yeah, I was
know?
seeing a social worker for a long time until fucking I was dealing with obviously my PTSD and different things like that. My
Hmm.
final straw with her is when she wanted me to paint rocks with positive sayings and leave them around the community. I'm like, I'm coming to you for combat issues, and you want me to leave positive sayings on a rock in the community. Have you not been listening for the last 6 weeks? Our conversations,
No, she hadn't been. She hadn't been. And it's
and I
like,
get for some people that works in some situations. So I'm not knocking the therapy,
yeah.
but and again, I'm not a shrink, hence why I was going to
Hmm.
see somebody.
Sure.
But that was not gonna work for me.
It has to be a plan tailored to your specific.
Yes.
And then the thing is, it's like I like therapist, anger management specialist, crisis interventionalist, professionals in that space who whose sole plan is regardless of the road that we travel is to get you where you no longer have to come see me.
Mm-hmm.
Because one, time is money, your money is valuable, and I don't want to juice you to beef up my pockets. And that's what some therapists do is that the money isn't in the cure, the money is in the medicine. And they'll keep on cultivating your problems so that you can have more problems,
Mm-hmm.
giving you things that are not workable solutions,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yep.
And that's the and see the thing is with that, it's like you get men who are afraid to even talk to other men because you got to be careful of what you say.
Yep.
You got to be careful of who you say things around. You have to be in communities where other people are suffering. And in those communities where those people are suffering, there's a sense of common bond and confidentiality where the things being said are not going to be used against you and it's going to be actually used to help you.
Tell me where that's at.
I try the best that I can to create those safe spaces. Especially when it's talking about the groups and the anger management and stuff. I try to create those safe spaces and then give workable solutions. But that don't mean I'm not going to trigger you. But it's almost, man, that's a tough one. And there are a lot of Will Smiths walking around.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of Jadas walking around. You know, and even Chris Rock, I could argue he's got traumas too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and I can appreciate Justin saying himself that the VA hospital just wants to schedule more appointments and give more scripts. I quit going. And Justin even said, that's why I'm here. And and I appreciate that, Justin. Justin has been extremely consistent. Here we go. Jess Jones. Not everyone watches Red Table Talk or Red Talk or whatever her show is called. So we didn't know about her alopecia areata. I hope that's what it's called. The official term for the disorder. I'm convinced that if Chris Rock knew Jada Pinkett had that, he wouldn't have joked about her hair. No one has proved that. I wholeheartedly agree. Chris Rock does not seem to be a mean spirited person. He just doesn't seem to be that type of person. Will he talk about controversial issues? Absolutely, he will. But he talks about those issues that won't necessarily come back on him beyond the level that he can handle. If he knew that Jada had that, oh, he knows what will start shit. He has said it in previous interviews. I'm a fighter in the movies, right? If that's in the script and I can handle that. But in real life, no, I'm not a fighter. He said that in an interview. And it's like, in talking about this, what I will not leave this topic or topics like this alone because there are a lot of Illinoisans who are carrying concealed pistols who are just one trigger away from doing dumb shit.
Yep. Literally,
And
the
I
class
see it
last
in my
weekend.
class. Go ahead.
Yep. This class last weekend, you know what I mean, that I had. I always talk about obviously the firearm and it's a tool. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And as a tool, I mean, in the construction world, do anybody in the construction world walk around with just one tool?
Nope.
You got one screwdriver to do your entire job with. No, you don't. You know what I mean? The two biggest tools that you can have on your belt aren't actual physical items.
Mm-hmm.
It's your mindset, which includes situational awareness and de-escalation. Those are the two biggest tools you got, literally. The ability to, you know what I mean, to use your mouthpiece, talk away from things, walk away. Because there are too many people that are so on edge right now. Like that match is like literally a centimeter away of striking. And you're walking around carrying a gun.
Yeah.
Someone's going to look at you the wrong way one day, and next you know the match is lit.
Yeah.
And you can't be like that. You can't be like that. We have to be responsible.
Yeah, and Frank Mack even says, and also alopecia is not like having HIV or AIDS. Will just saw August and Chris Rock. Yeah, Will Smith has a lot of privilege to be able to do that. Rock also has Asperger's. That's part of the reason why he didn't expect the slap. Or it could have been him leaning forward to expect Will to whisper something in his ear. I just
Oh, absolutely. Because it's not like Will walked up there like all fast as hell, like I'm seriously about to bust you in your face.
yeah,
No,
Will had
Will
a
walked up there all nonchalant.
he had a
You know what
swagger
I
to
mean?
his walk. Yep.
Scrolled on up there and then walked up and was just like, boom. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's very sad, very unfortunate, and it's definitely something that is definitely worth talking about, you know. And that's part of the driver of what gets some people over to my concealed carry classes because they may not have the ability to be able to physically protect themselves. So they feel that a gun will be that thing.
It'll be
Uh,
the
you said what again?
I said it'll be the catalyst that can handle all situations.
Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. I'm looking at it where they said Chris Rock broke his silence. Uh, yeah, Chris Rock broke his silence. I don't see where he said anything.
He came out. He came out and did an apology himself.
No, Chris, that wasn't Chris Rock. Chris Rock's camp put that out there.
Oh, that's what that was.
Um, yeah, Rock came in and put that apology out there that wasn't him. What does that mean? But I appreciate it. I mean, I know what that means, but what does that mean? Oh, here we go. Struggle streaming again. Struggle streaming. Struggle streaming. Anastasia Alvarez says his wife embarrasses him publicly and he doesn't have anyone to talk to about it. He's probably frustrated as hell. Yeah, I would agree with that too. I definitely would agree with that. Yes, back. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I don't see any. Yeah, I don't see anything in terms of what Chris Rock said. I think this might be old. Um, yeah, how was your weekend? He sold out of a concert of 1,200 seats in South Boston. I had a whole list of, oh, wow. I had a whole list of jokes before. See, that's why I said Chris Rock should sue Will Smith. I said that. Um,
For professional, what the hell's the term I'm looking for?
yeah, he should sue him because
Yeah.
he said it was saying, how was your weekend, Rock? Asked the sold out crowd in Wilbur. I had a whole list of jokes before this week happened. Yeah, yeah. And see, the thing is, people would sit there on Facebook and they would sit there and say, well, look at his ticket sales. His ticket sales skyrocketed. I'm like, but you don't understand about edgy performances. What's going on, Patah? You don't understand about edgy performances and performers and how being worried about the, the worried about credit coming from someone affects you. You may not absolutely understand that because I'm edgy. I'm edgy. I'm controversial. I say things people don't like, especially in the black community. Oh my God, people attack me for a Republican. They'll attack me for all kinds of stupid shit. He don't care about black folks, just dumb shit. And then when I'll say something where I'm like, dude, I totally care, but I get it. And I'm trying to educate. Oh man, I ain't look. People are sweeping down. White man this, the white man that. I get more support from people who are not black than I do from people who are black, and that's like what the fuck. But that's man, you know what? That is very par for the course. I was speaking with um the mother of my youngest two children, and this is something that we were talking about in terms of bonding over in terms of a common bond. I believe, and I'm going to go there, the black community is not ready for mental health awareness. I'm going to go there because think about it. When you're younger, and I'm not saying it's not exclusive to our community, I'm just speaking on my experience. But when you're younger and you want to be smart and you want to answer questions and you want to do spelling bees and get on the honor roll, you're going to get your ass beat. If you're not wearing the latest fashions and the Jordans and shit and you wearing basic ass Walmart clothes, you're going to get your ass beat. If you speak proper English and you want to learn to do, you're going to get your ass beat. If you want to be one of the smart ones in school and your parents are stupid as fuck, your parents gonna fuck you up because of your attempts to try. What I'm saying is there's a lot of trauma in our community inflicted by those who have a duty to help us and protect us and do better and learn better. But then when you cry, you told to shut the fuck up. You told to be tough, you get punched in the chest, you get fucked with. She was talking about how she was chased when she loved being on academic bowls. She nerd shit. You get fucked with. And then you don't speak. You don't speak out because you stuff the shit. You run, you hide, sometimes you fight. You false flag and call yourself join the gang just so you can make the ass whooping stop. You literally become a product of your environment from home first before you become a product of the environment outside of the home. And it's like we're an incubator of the traumas that make the conversation of mental health awareness not even appealing. You'll walk by, and I'll land with this, Patah. It's like you'll walk by and you'll see, and maybe you can provide some light on it, John, because I know it ain't exclusive to the black community. I'm just speaking on what I've witnessed, what I've
Yep.
experienced, and same thing, Patah. But you'll walk by and you'll see a woman getting her ass beat. I remember I was on 79th, one block west of Cottage. There was a taco man right outside the nail shop. He's always there. It was summertime. And I had just got through, I put the class out for lunch. and I'm just going to get some tacos, coming back, whatever. And then I'll sit there. And by the way, those of you all watching, I'll put the link in the comments again. If you want to come in and you want to talk about this conversation, you're more than welcome to talk about it. I'll put the link up again, and I'll keep putting up again so that you can see it if you want to talk about this, because I want to invite you to the stage. Your voice matters, you know. But you I was getting outside the car and I had my shirt on, said firearms instructor, Instructor Mike, right? And so, I pulled alongside him, this guy like he was beating the shit out this girl, and I was like, hey, man, just y'all break up, cooler heads prevail, just walk away. And he was like, what? So then when I got outside the car, I didn't have to say anything because my shirt literally said firearms instructor. Buddy ass could read. And what happened? She went one way, he went another. I'm not sitting here trying to figure out who started what. I'm not trying to get in your business, but just the simple act of breaking the fight up and telling one person to go one way and the other person to go another way. I ain't trying to figure out who started it, who this. I just don't want to see that shit. You can't put her ass in front of me. You all figure out your own problems if you want to later, but you can't beat her ass in front of me. Just separate. Cooler heads prevail. Just walk the fuck. You go that way, you go that way. No, damn well y'all probably gonna meet around on the other side. Then I ain't got to see the shit. But just separate. We won't even do that. I'm not trying to find out, because that requires a lot of therapy to figure out who the fuck was right and wrong. I'm not doing all that, but just to separate, we won't even do that. We'll wait until she get her ass freshly whooped, and then he's finally decided that he's done. Then, hey, sis, you okay? You want me to call the paramedics? Is there somebody you want me to call? We're not even an incubator for mental health awareness and the conversation that needs to occur so we can start the process of healing. I'll land. What you all got to say about it?
Go ahead, Peter.
Man, ain't no community codes of conduct, bro. Community codes of conduct and ethics is lacking. Especially, I'm speaking, you can say for all people, but since I'm speaking for Black people, man. I'm speaking in our community. It's just like you say. You can say you can say, man, Trump do good things, and people say, man, you the devil. You know what I'm saying? It's it's just so much, bro, and things like that is like you say, people will walk by, man, because they be like, it ain't me. I ain't trying to get involved. I'm out of it. I don't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's why these things keep happening, man. If it's never addressed and it's never called out, then that type of behavior, it'll continue, man. And it's just like, I just really want to come on here. I really can't stay. I'm listening though, but it's like the Will Smith thing, bro. That was some disrespectful stuff, bro. Did, man. I'm talking about Will Smith. Now, people might say, even me, I said, man, he disrespected that man white. But when you look, it was a joke. But when you look at what his wife put out there about their personal business to the public, sleeping with their son's friend, a young man, you know what I'm saying? You really, bro, your wife put the cables on you, man. You know what I'm saying? Your wife, I feel like his wife put the cables on him. And just speaking as a man, ain't no man, I don't think you or John or any real man gonna let a man walk up to him and slap him. I understand it's like a professional setting, but either that person don't respect you or they really think you ain't gonna do nothing. And that's like some bully stuff, bro. Stuff like that can't happen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They broke codes of conduct, man. You talking about this man's wife, even though it's a joke, but it's at the Oscars. Will you walk up on stage, man? Once you come into somebody's space, bro, that's a threat. That is a threat, man. And we got to, just like I said it jokingly, but that's real talk, bro. You got to protect yourself at all times, man, because you never know what's going through somebody's mind. And obviously, the way his wife looked at him, she put the cables on him, like, man, you ain't gonna do nothing about that. She didn't try to stop him. She didn't say, like, man, don't even worry about that. You know what I'm saying? And he went up there and did what he did, and it might cost him some millions. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you when we get emotional, when we get emotional, man, it'll cloud your thinking, bro, and you will do things that's not rational. I mean, I've done it. I think probably all human beings on did something that when you sit back and look at it and like, damn, I let my emotions cloud my thinking. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that can be deadly, man. And sometimes it can cost you things. So I just think, man, these type of conversations got to happen. We all ain't gonna agree with each other, but what we all should do is respect each other's opinions, man. And don't call you a say like me, man. I say Trump Nation all the time. I don't give a damn who don't like it. Yeah, I voted for Trump, and I'm gonna vote for him again. And that's my personal. That's what I choose to do with my vote. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You can't
buddy, I
call
do.
me a sellout because I vote for Trump. So it's just like a
Yes.
lack of it's no respect no more, bro. It's like don't judge me. I can do whatever I want, and it just got to be called out. It got to be talked about, and it got to be addressed. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. But I'm still listening, man. I appreciate you, brother Mike and John, bro.
Yes,
All
sir.
right,
Yes,
bro.
sir. I appreciate you listening and
Mm-hmm.
even chiming in for sure. And if
Yes,
anybody else
sir.
want to, and I put the link up here. If anybody else want to come in and chime in and stuff like that, you're more than welcome to. Anastasia, I definitely am going to get to your question. You had a very serious question. I'm gonna put it up
Yeah, I
here.
was gonna respond to that one too.
Oh yeah, legit question. What can I tell my black students to try to motivate them to do well? Because you're right. They don't want to be as smart as they can be since it isn't cool. I'm going to tell you this. There are some teachers who say they are teachers and not social workers. There are some teachers who will say that they don't have time to address the social issues that children are going through because you only have 35 to 45 minutes to address the curriculum, right? And you don't have much time, and the school will not allow it because they'll tell you, to do this, they'll tell you to do that, and you don't have much time. And you got to be careful what you do because if you slide something in, it may be seen as offensive, disrespectful, whatever the case may be. So you've got a lot of water that you have to tread. And that is why I wrote, those of you all who know me, you already know where I'm going with this. That is one of the reasons I wrote my first book, What I Tell Myself First, right? When you look at that book, and I'm gonna put your question down for a minute, right? So you can see the book because we'll go through it. If teachers could start out by saying, you don't think it's an attention span versus not being cool. We'll get to that in a minute, William. But if teachers could start off just doing real world affirmations, not just any kind of affirmations, but real world affirmations, telling them things like, I am, they would say their name, I'm alive, alert, and able. Take a deep breath. Now exhale. I didn't say go through the whole book, but just find one affirmation and have them say it every day. Just every day, right? The truth is, just have a quick conversation about the truth and then end with, I was always tell myself the truth. Talk about the difference between a lie. You got some people that are really going through real things at home and they don't get this kind of encouragement, right? Here we go. I must love me first. I must be selfish before I am selfless, right? Just teaching them things like that. That's how you can sit there and address their issues that they're going on, that they have going on at home without even making it a thing about race. Because when you look at it from a Maslowian perspective, right? When you look at it from that, we are helping them build their self-esteem so that they can be in the mindset to even be able to listen to you as a teacher. Saying certain things like, I am no good to anyone else if I am not good to myself. I must do for myself first. I must protect myself first. You know, I am beautiful or handsome. I will not be beautiful or handsome to everyone. That is okay. I wish this fucking thing would just move away so I could just finish seeing the rest of it. All right, sorry. There we go. It's the same damn thing. I'm sorry. I am beautiful or handsome. I will not be beautiful or handsome to everyone. That is okay. I am beautiful or handsome to me. I like me. Not everyone will like me. That's okay. I like me. Self esteem is one of the biggest things that people struggle with in school, at home, at the Oscars. How did Jada just say in 1 minute or 1 minute ago that she was okay with her bald head, but then sending her husband up there to defend her honor in another situation regarding her bald head? Which is it? Either you okay and don't care, or you saying that and it's a lie because you really do. Real world affirmations. I ain't gonna go through the whole book, but I'm just saying that is my response to that question as to how. Yes, I'm gonna get to that. That's my response to that question as to how you can help teach not just your Black students, but any student, right? Teaching them about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? Just finding things in the back of that pyramid. And if you need help offline, just let me know, because, you know, some people could have knowledge of the subject, but not know to I must wait till the right to do it. Must need to be to make myself what I want to be. I must find what hurts me to heal myself of what hurts me. You know, real world affirmations. Real world affirmations. You know, and if we don't start looking at things and teaching them from a realistic perspective, they're going to be lost. Anastasia follows up by saying, I refuse to teach CRT, pushed by the district. All of my kids are more than capable to be successful, but I don't think they believe in themselves. We will do more affirmations starting tomorrow, you know, and make those affirmations real world. Make them real world, because one of the things that I despise is that when parents and teachers tell children, you can be everything you, or any, not everything, but anything you want to be if you just put your mind to it. That's bullshit. You got to provide more context with that, because you can't be anything. You can't be everything. Oh, Mike, you don't want to do that because you're stopping the creative process. No, fool, you're not understanding. There's the id, the ego, and the super ego. What you're doing by telling them that is you're inflating their idealistic and moralistic self to make them think that they could really fly in their bodies, when your body in itself is not designed to fly. You can do things that produce flight. You can fly an airplane. You got to provide more context. Kids look at things literally. They look at things literally. That's like sitting here saying, well, don't touch that stove. It's hot. But you don't know what hot means to a child. Everything that they've experienced that's ever been warm has always been comforting. Hot baths, warm hugs, hot meals. So you telling them touch a hot stove. It's hot. Hot is good. Therefore, it's hot. Hot must be good. It burns. Oh shit. I forgot to tell you, it's burning. You're gonna burn your skin, you're gonna damage your body, it's gonna hurt, it's gonna be pain. Stop masking the reality from children. They're smarter than you think. John, go.
So my first thing, obviously, and it's somewhat of a piggyback off of what you're saying for Anastasia, is as a single person, you're going to struggle. Okay, as a teacher, and that's what I mean. As a single teacher, we've talked about it numerous times. It takes a community. So my first thing would be find more teachers that have the same thought process as you. Start strategizing with them. Start talking with the students directly. You know what I mean? What are your challenges? Why are you struggling? What would help to make things better for you? Again, there's going to be several different things. Again, we can literally talk about this for the next 3 days straight. And even then, still not touch on everything. It could be problems at home. It could be bullying problems. It could be just self-esteem issues. It could be divorce problems going on at home. You know what I mean? Again, there's thousands upon thousands of things that could be causing that problem issues. So trying to figure out what those things are. And now, mind you, this is going to be a lot of work. And teachers, I have the utmost respect for everything that you do because you guys are already overworked and underpaid most of the time. Most time coming out of pocket, thousands upon thousands of dollars. I know multiple friends that spend $20,000 a year just to teach, and they're only making 50. So they're spending half their income just to provide for the students that they have. And now I'm telling you to go out and spend more time and energy. So again, that's why I said you need to get more people involved. You're going to have to get more people involved because if you're going to try and do it by yourself, more than likely you're not going to get to as many people as many of the students as you hope to get to. Yeah. And you're probably going to get down on yourself because in your head you're going to fail. And then once you know you start failing, as humans, we don't want to fail no more. So then why do it? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I would start with that. You know what I mean? And get more people involved. That's the biggest thing I would say. Get more people involved. Come up with plans of attack, goals, milestones. You know what I mean? That you want to accomplish with these students in order to get them to a better place. Because this happens across the board. You know what I mean? It isn't just in the impoverished neighborhoods. This is across the board. Everyone looks at status now. It don't matter what social economy you live in. Everyone looks at status. So if you're in the less, you know what I mean, neighborhoods where they may not have as much, and you're walking around in Jordans, they doing something wrong, or their parents got money and they hiding it. You know what I mean? Where you slinging that stuff at? You walking around with Jordans, so you automatically slinging stuff. And you know what I mean? You go out to Orland Park where there's $1 million homes. You know what I mean? Oh, well, they're driving around in a Hellcat. Well, that's expected. You know what I mean? They're driving around in a freaking Raptor. That's expected. Because that's your status. If you don't have those, why are you here? Yeah. How can you afford this house? The society as a whole is going to needs to change, but that's not going to happen. I mean, we're two people talking about it right now with a group of, let's say, 30, 40, 50 people. Regretfully, it's never going to change. This is the world that's been built. It's the world that's going to continue to build. We are completely divided as a society. There is no unicism or unity whatsoever within this country. All sides are divided. Doesn't matter if you're red, blue, yellow, purple, you know what I mean? Anything of the sort, whatever side you're on, everyone's divided. There is zero unity. The last time I seen even a solid piece of unity, 9/12/01.
Yeah, yep. Right after 9/11, yep.
That's the last time I seen any ounce of unity in this country. Ever since, it's just gotten worse and worse. Yeah. And it's going to continue. Because nobody wants to embrace everyone's beliefs, you know what I mean? Everyone thinks that you should believe what you believe. You know what I mean? If me and Mike have a difference in beliefs, no, Mike, you're wrong. You're supposed to think what I think. And if you don't, then you're the problem. And Mike, you already know that because you deal with that in your community all the time.
All the time.
I can't count how many times on here I've seen people call you an Uncle Tom.
Oh,
I've lost count at how many times I've seen you been called an Uncle Tom.
Yes, I get called that often. I don't care. I mean?
It's just, I've been called numerous things over the years. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't count how many times I've been called a racist. And I'm like, do you know anything about me?
Not at all. Right.
You know what I mean? Like, how am I a racist because I don't believe in what you think? So
Yeah.
that's my advice for you, Anastasia. Get more people involved so that way you can truly make an impact on your students.
And I
Get
would
more
come
people involved.
yeah, I would come talk to your class. You said I should come talk to your class. I would love to come talk to your class. So if you want to send me the information, you can text it to me. Um, yeah, I would love to come talk to your class. That would be no issue whatsoever because I'm getting ready to set up those schedules anyway, so I can start going to travel and stuff like that. So the number's there if you want to text it. What I need to do, who I need to contact, whatever the case may be. Um, You said if they actually read Uncle Tom, they would realize that it's a compliment. He was a hero. Yes. Who they're really trying to say is Sambo. And that's still I don't care what you call me. When you know who you are, and when you know yourself realistically, you know, you don't trip on what people call you because you understand that they're calling you something because they're hurt. You just you don't care about that stuff. You really don't care. You said we're not far from yeah, so that's easy. I'll come out there. It's easy. That's too easy. Yeah, too easy. You know. Yeah. So all right, I just wanted this is gonna be a short show. People have things to do and definitely the rain has drained. So yeah, this is gonna definitely be a short show, but mental health awareness is definitely something that needs to be talked about, and it's like it's a conversation that doesn't get had because the trauma is better than the healing you don't.
It's because there's too much stigma put around it.
Yeah, you said Mark Crow. I don't care who calls me what as long as they don't call me late for dinner. Facts. Here we go. Jada knew what kind of man she liked. Tupac. She settled for Will, and when she had a side relationship, he didn't. Did he not fit the
Not
same criteria? Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, here we go. We're gonna call it. Thank you all for coming in. Trigger with Instructor Mike and friends. I'm sure there's a lot. Yeah, it's a busy one. Oklahoma and Louisiana, and there are the southern states that had tornado issues. So you guys be safe. Anastasia, you can reach out to me regarding that class, stuff like that. You said KGC said it never rains on the plains in Spain or however it go. Yeah. All right, you guys have a good night. We are out.